Hello there, guys. It is Shark Owner 21. We're back in Assassin's Creed Syndicate for the final time. So, as you might see, we got Evie here and some new duds. I did go ahead, collected all the keys and whatnot, and so we got the outfit. And unfortunately, it was only an outfit for Evie. But just to show you, because it does, of course, have a small description, I really like how it looks with the hood, too. Let's see. The Aegis? Could it be the garments of Minerva, member of the first... God damn me. Try it one more time. Minerva, member of the first civilization, is believed Minerva wore this protective outfit while in combat. There's a reason people believe she was the goddess of war. Yeah. Pretty cool. It doesn't really give us crazy, awesome, better stats. Mind you, we've got this that, let's see, I'm pretty sure that just is Kane, yeah. That's the only difference there. But it looks fucking awesome, so hey, that's alright. I can work with that. Besides that, looks like we do have one more mission here with Green. And we are going to travel back into the glitch, so to speak, and see what's going on there. Because we should have one mission to do. Hopefully it'll show her in her outfit. Cool. Yes, Green?
A message of hope, perfection. A red tulip.
A declaration of love. Miss Rye, you know that I hold you in the highest esteem and regard, and I was wondering if you would do me the honor of, if you would give me your hand in matrimony.
Ain't that nice?
Yes.
Like, the suit itself has like a glitching effect, which I actually like. Kind of making it look very surreal. Alright, well, there we go. Just a nice happy moment there with Green. Alright, but like I said, we are going to go ahead and jump back here to World War One. I did do all the missions that I could to retake London here. Now, we did have more talks with Juno, but really it wasn't anything more than her recapping things again, in case you missed them in 3. Although something I might have missed is it sounds like the sages are actually her former lover. I thought they were like just in a subservient race of humans. Alright, so let's see here. The Master Spy. Let's just jump over to that one. But doesn't seem to be the case. At least from what I understand it. I mean, it sounds much more like it was her lover, and that's why whenever Sage gets reincarnated, that they're so desperate to be reunited with her. Makes sense, if I'm correct in my thought. But yeah, other than that, not a whole lot of things to be missed at all, really. She mentioned the official name of her race. And of course, I can't remember. It's been too long. But that was about the biggest thing that got talked about, really. Other than that, it was just the end of the world came. They were trying to prevent it. They tried doing their thing, didn't work out, and here she is. All right, lesson carpenter's shop.
Miss Fry has uncovered the location of the sinister cult of spies plaguing our streets. You know your orders, lads. Follow her lead, and let us rid London of this menace.
That's what you is! Eagle to nest. Eagle
Okay.
to nest. Do nothing there. Everything you need to survive.
Hold on, let's see if we need, let's grab a few of those.
You have a present day now.
No, you. Okay. Hit spy HQ. Alright. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, come on. No! Get back up there. Do a proper dive. Get up there. Thank you. Jeez, what is wrong with you? Yeah, but I figured that we'd do the finale here for this, because I don't know for sure what's going to happen after we complete it. Maybe we'll get some kind of small bonus. Maybe not. But figured we'd do it. And there's really not much more for me to say that I haven't already covered in the last one, where overall I do like this game better than Unity. However, it's still got issues. That is to say, Assassin's Creed in general has issues. There's a chest up there. Hello. Grab that. Oh, damn. Alright, there you go. But, again, just about everything I wanted to go over, I pretty much got out in that. So, this is more or less the home stretch. Again, I did enjoy this much better than Unity. Just, it's still only just good, not great. Okay. What's wrong with that? Ew. Did you hear like a guy making some really like heavy breathing sounds? Okay. I see the door. Yeah, okay. Alright. Oop, nope. To your. Come on. Girl. Somebody's going nuts. No, god damn it. There you go. Thank you.
Where do they get their orders from? I don't know why they keep secret.
Secret bookcase. Not so secret, really.
Have hundreds of settlers.
I kind of hope you do. And there he goes.
Oh, goodness.
Works. And hi there.
I want her bleeding.
Is he enough?
You will not keep me from her.
What? He was dead.
You won't keep me from my beloved.
You were saying? Alright, well, easy enough there, I guess. So let's see if we got anything. I'm hoping. Yeah, got some.
Excellent work. The ringleader is dead, as are his bizarre disciples.
Is that it then?
Well, there is still a war on.
Then we both have our own affairs to attend to.
Know that you have done a great service to your country. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Churchill. And I'll take it out. Okay. Looks like he just a little, doesn't he? Oh, here we go. Hopefully this one's good.
The man Lydia Fry killed was my husband, Aita, reborn,
Oh.
known in your time as a sage. Thank you for discovering his fate. His pattern will be added to my own. Perhaps you believe, as other assassins before you, that it is your duty to work against me. But consider this. It was an assassin who freed me from my prison. I am no longer she who lies in wait. I am the mother of wisdom. I am the nexus of flesh and machine. I am Juno. And if the greatest assassin of your generation can see things my way,
The greatest?
then perhaps you can too.
No. Desmond was not the greatest in any respect. Wow. No, no, no. No. In no dimension. Well, there we go. So, yeah, that was the World War I thing. Okay, kind of cool though that sort of tied into it. Although that really feels like it's a slap in the face still when you look back at, again, Unity and Black Flag, where their whole thing was find the sage, and we find him. I mean, really, you could get this done in like a half hour, this little section. And it's like, okay, we find that guy immediately and do him in. Again, it's interesting, and it's understandable, of course, why. And as she just confirmed there, that was her beloved, who keeps getting reborn. I thought the sages were just like this group of reincarnations that kept coming back. Like, let's say out of 1 million people, there might be 10. You know, something like that. But no. But yeah, so there we go, guys. That does do it for all I really want to do with this game. Oh, let me get you real quick. Come here, you. I don't know what you think you were going to do. But, yeah, overall, again, better than Unity. However, it's still got problems. The Assassin's Creed formula, again, has problems because that's just it. You can see the formula. And that sucks. I mean, and there were obviously missions that I just loathed. Like the whole Maharaja bit where you gotta have him, where you go around with him in the stupid cart. And it was just, that part just drove me fucking nuts. And, you know, of course there were a couple other little things, like the bit with Jacob where you had to listen in on the guy's conversation. Mind you, okay, that was my own screw up for not thinking to kidnap the police officer sooner, but still, God, was that annoying. And besides that, while it's great, we got a female assassin. Last time, I know there's fucking liberation. It still doesn't feel like they're fleshing out their characters well enough. There's still so many things that they expect you just to not think about, and that doesn't work anymore. It just does not work anymore. I mean, for instance, again, the very beginning, there was the assassin seeing over the Fry twins, who just disappeared after that. Well, I think I actually want to go take care of that real quick. He disappeared. Green ended up not doing much of anything, except being a hindrance. It was nice to see a love interest, but it was not fun to see an assassin be hilariously useless. I mean, really. Could they have made Green any less good? And I expect to see something like that, you know, from someone like Sean. Although, again, I can go into that a little bit too. I do want them to stick with present day, modern day shit. I really, really do. But I am so sick of seeing Sean and Rebecca. I don't care about them. It should be Rebecca talking to us, not this new person, Bishop. It should be her and Sean, really. Neither one of the, it doesn't make sense for either one of those two to be doing field work after playing all the games and getting to know the characters so well. It just does not make sense. And do that, and done. Simple. So that's just what super bothers me with present day stuff. I want to see them continue it, but they need to change things up. They really need to change things up. I thought it was going to win. There we go. Because it's just not interesting. I would be a lot more invested if, again, like I said, just change it. Make Rebecca the one in the chair. What? Why bother having Rebecca on the field? She's not. She's a fucking computer hacker. She's not supposed to be out there fighting. I thought it was crazy enough when we saw them, you know, back in Black Flag, and they were right there in a Studio building. It's just, oh my god, how dumb are the Templars? This doesn't make sense. But obviously, as you can see, things have been escalating to a point where it's just, duh. But yeah. And with Sean, I don't care to see Sean. I really don't. Let him be our historian buff. Again, should never see him out in the field. And especially, I don't want to see Sean again unless he has knitted me that lovely goddamn hat. Like he said he was going to back in Assassin's Creed 2. I want that lovely knitted hat. I would never forget it. I will never forget it. Ever. I'm almost surprised they haven't thrown that in as some kind of Easter egg or something. But whatever. But again, yeah, it's just the characters are still super weak. You know, like, there was the thing with the twins getting hostile at each other as well. Like, near the end of the last couple sequences, which did make sense. It was just, okay, why are they mad? Like, I could have seen this done better easily. The part where, what's his fucking name? The Blighters leader, I think it starts with an R, Roth. What if you had it changed up where Jacob is just so into this, like he's just having fun with this crazy fucking dude, and he thinks they're doing the right thing. They blow it up, and they're both and marvelous, darling, you blew it sky high. But then you see a bunch of people come by, parents maybe, and they're screaming and blah blah blah. And Jacob's looking down, he's still got that grin, like I did good, right? But till children's bodies start coming out of there, and he goes, "Oh shit, what have I done?" And then this can change to Evie, where she discovers this thing that Jacob helped in, because I mean it's such a would that not be such a stronger motivation to create this rift between the two, to create this hostility? Jacob fucks up super bad. I mean, breaking the bank, breaking the economy is one thing, but it didn't really matter because Evie got it fixed in under 15 minutes. However, had they decided to go with that route instead of Jacob really does a bad thing instead of Jacob nearly does a bad thing, would have been so much better to make that hostility in the twins feel actual, you know, just tangible. Because otherwise it just doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, they got their little spats here and there, but as it escalated for no reason, it was just, why is it here? I don't get it. And again, they could have just done something simple like that. You know, and Jacob is so distraught with himself, he's like, oh my fucking god, I can't believe I did it. And maybe throughout the rest of the game up until the end, he's just not joyful anymore, because guess what? He's got to live with what he's done now. And from that point on, you just see a much more reserved Jacob. He starts to become more like Evie. Mentally at least, where he tries to think more instead of just being in the moment. And with Evie, it would have been nice to see her a little better kind of wind down, because she's, again, her problem is, of course, the exact opposite of she's so focused all the time. And Green could have been a better motivator in that. You know, maybe their relationship is really becoming something, but Evie lets the shroud consume her so much that it's all she can see, it's tunnel vision. And, I mean, what if, for instance, even at one of the mission points, you had a fork in the road where you could choose to either go after information for the shroud or go help Green, who's been captured for whatever reason. And that'd be nice to be able to get a divergent path even for a character. You know, whereas if she sticks with the shroud, Evie stays her same way, she loses her humanizing element, being Green, if she chooses to go get the shroud immediately, because, again, that's all she's been focused on. Whereas if she went with Green, well, she loses a small trail, and you gotta do a couple more missions to figure this out, you know, where the shroud is. And now you're a step behind again. You've got Green. You can see her, you know, we can see her actually become more like a person, you know, with her feelings and shit. I just think those would be better ideas than what we got, where she got annoyed at Green. Mind you, I got annoyed at Green too. It's like, you call yourself an assassin? You got captured? What? Okay. Mind you, he had a small bit of redemption in the last fight, but not much. Not much in my eyes. And that would be the other thing too. I keep saying it, but the assassin presence just needs to be stronger. It's so hard for me to believe that 3 assassins are holding this. Yes, we've got the rooks all over, but it becomes very hard to believe that this city that is just in a stranglehold of the Templars' control, that it gets wrestled away so easily by 2 assassins. And it doesn't make sense either, you know, when you think back to the beginning where Green's writing the assassin's messages and no one's replying to him. I wish they had gone into that a little bit, like maybe the Templars were intercepting Green's messages and closing in on him. Maybe that's how he gets captured in the first place later on. You know, just more stuff like that. And, you know, with Origins, while I don't think we're going to see all these fixes in Origins for sure, I'm still willing to give the AC games a shot. I certainly am. There's, I don't know, the games just have a certain hook in me. I mean, geez, I've got the assassin symbol as my first tattoo, first and only right now. So, for me, this game series has always been something big for me one way or another. And I just want to see it improve. And it sucks when you don't see the improvements happening. Instead, when you see step backs being taken, almost. But, I mean, again, we'll just have to see. With Origins, it's... I really want to see them develop our main lead's character more. Much more. I want to see a level of development that we haven't seen since Ezio's entire game cycle. You know, I don't want to say Assassin's Creed 2 because you get a much better idea of his growth from 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. You know, in 2 you see the cocky young boy who is forced to take on this harder life to redeem his family, only to then realize that he needs to fight for the greater good here, otherwise more lives are at stake than the lives that have been lost. And then in Brotherhood, where you see him become more of a leader, and he just, again, you're seeing Ezio grow as a man. And then finally in Revelations, where he's older, he's very well experienced, of course, but at this point of his life, he's like, okay, I'm getting fucking old. Jeez. I think I want to settle down. He finds a woman, and he ends up doing just that. I think there's a little bit more in between him and that, but, you know. But I don't want it to take 3 games to get all of that development. Because you can do it. You can very clearly do it in any given game. That's just what I want to see. I want to see better characters, better story. I'm hoping to God we're not seeing brain dead moves and shit. And if there's going to be more of the present day stuff, which I hope there is, it needs to make more sense. Because again, for anyone who's been with the series, which for a lot of people is actually 2 instead of 1, unfortunately, but for anyone who's been around for the series since 2 and on, it sucks to see them totally warp a character out of their element. It's just, no, what is this fan fiction you're writing? Stop. I could go on, but Evie's getting wet, not in the good way. But yeah, those are my last little thoughts here for obviously not only this game, but for the series in general. My hopes, what I do and don't want to see. And you know, we'll just have to see what happens when Origins comes out later this year. Naturally, you can fully expect me to do a playthrough of it. I damn sure will. As will, you know, the other 100,000 people on YouTube doing it too. Again, overall, I did have fun with this game. It's just, I can still see issues that are not being fixed. Things that are being improved, but only by a little. And boss fights that... I always question to say, does a boss fight need to exist in Assassin's Creed game? And really, and I actually had this talk with my brother a little bit ago, and I'm glad I did, because I totally forgot, but there is a boss fight in Assassin's Creed 1, and it's like, oh, yeah, right, where you're fighting your mentor, and that cool bit where he splits himself into your previous targets, and you gotta fight all of them, and then again, where you gotta fight multiple of your mentor. It's like, you know, that was actually a boss fight I really liked. Instead of these boss fights where, in 2, where you're beating the shit out of the Pope for 10 minutes, it felt like. Or in Brotherhood, where, what was it, like a QTE thing with, Borgia? And I know the whole family's name's Borgia, I can't remember the asshole. I don't think there was a boss fight in Revelations. 3, there really wasn't a boss fight. Maybe with Hatham, you could argue, but 4, there really wasn't. And Unity, of course, had that stupid fight with the Sage where you could just medicine through it, which was bad. And then this one, while it wasn't that bad, it was still ridiculous for reasons I brought up earlier. You know, why the fuck did I get thrown back? Oh, look, triangles. Ooh, scary. You know, just kind of weird things like, I thought the Shroud's only power was to heal. Why is it capable of making barriers? Okay. There we go. Anyway, so that is going to be where we close it out. I know there's the DLC stuff. You know, like there's Jack the Ripper. I saw something for the Maharaja, but I'm not touching that one for sure. Overall, I just don't feel great need to. Oh, you know, kind of like how there was the DLCs for the others. Like in 3, the Tyranny of George Washington. The Dead Kings DLC for Unity. Just, I'm not compelled to. And I don't want to play through DLC that I'm not interested in going through. So, that's where I'm standing on that. But, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, my minnows, I will catch you in the next one, guys. Alright, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.